Well, first at 4, WSAV is your local election headquarters. Voters in South Carolina will head to the polls tomorrow to make their choice on who will replace late Senator Lindsey Graham on the ballot for the Republican nomination for U.S. Senate.
Now, some of those candidates are making a last-minute push for support in the Lowcountry over the weekend. Congressman Ralph Norman spent some time in the Lowcountry Saturday meeting with potential voters at Palmetto Hall Golf and Country Club on Hilton Head Island. Norman did not come alone, though. He was joined by 1st District Congressional Representative Nancy Mace, who endorsed Norman last month.
We've got one chance to elect a true conservative that has a record, that's in the business arena, to serve for 6 years. We only get this one shot. Now's the time to go to the polls. August 11th is not a normal day, but go to the polls, cast a vote, and we can make this state as great as it can be, and America as great as it can be.
Representative Norman was not the only Senate candidate campaigning in the Lowcountry over the last few days. Former Congressman and Governor Mark Sanford met with potential voters on Hilton Head Friday. He pitched why voters should choose him for the nomination.
A farmer put it to me best. He said, you know, think about it this way. We have a government that goes out and spends money it doesn't have, and then it turns around and prints money that's not there. What's that do to the value of every dollar I have? It diminishes it. And people are feeling that effect today, which makes, again, what we're talking about, and frankly, the focal point of this campaign, I think, very relevant to people's lives.
And President Donald Trump is hosting a tele-rally tonight to support Lindsey Graham's sister Darlene as she runs for a full term. The president has endorsed Graham to take over her brother's spot on the November ballot.
And 9 candidates in the running to replace the late Senator Graham on the ballot this November. Leading candidates include former Governor Mark Sanford, Congressman Norman, as well as Senator Darlene Graham and Congressman Russell Fry. Now, other candidates include Duke Buckner, Mark Lynch, Mark McBride, Glenda Gale Parker, Sam Shepard, and Danny Ford. Again, Election Day for the primary is tomorrow, Tuesday, August 11th, and if it's necessary, a runoff election, if no one gets 50% of the ballots, will be held on August 25th. The winner of the special primary will face Democrat candidate Dr. Annie Andrews in November.
The Republican nominee for Senate in Georgia, Representative Mike Collins, will host a meet and greet in Savannah. This is happening tomorrow at 8 a.m. at the Palmetto Clubhouse Azalea Room.
In South Carolina, you've got to have a photo ID to vote, and for this primary, only registered Republicans can cast a ballot. Now, for more information on who can vote and the latest political happenings in both the Palmetto State and Georgia, just visit our website, wsav.com/electionhq.
Continuing coverage now, we've been telling you about those 6 Savannah Police Department employees who are out of a job. This is all because of an investigation into the misuse of the flock camera system. Now, there is a national tool available to track flock cameras in your neighborhood. All 6 originally placed on leave after a review of the system actively found searches that were conducted for purposes unrelated to law enforcement. So the national tool DFlock maintains a crowdsourced map. It shows the alleged location of flock cameras around the U.S. The map includes cameras made by other tech companies, not just Flock. Again, these can help you in your neighborhood. So you can find the link to the tool simply by going to our website, WSAV.com.
2 controversial plans, one for a possible teen curfew on Hilton Head Island, officially made it to a town committee today. But it was the other proposal, an ordinance banning large groups from gathering in the town, which quickly came under fire from the Burke County Sheriff.
This recommendation for the work that's been done came from y'all, didn't come from us. I think it's unconstitutional. It's not enforceable by us. It will not be enforced by us.
Burke County Sheriff P.J. Tanner didn't mince words when it came to a possible ban on those large group gatherings on the island. That quickly led the Public Safety Committee to table that idea indefinitely. The main event, though, the proposed teen curfew, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. during the summer months of May through August for anyone under 18 years old. That keeps them off the beach unless they're with a parent working or in an emergency. This came from the recent mass shootings on Cligney Beach, which injured 8 people and sent 7 suspects, all 17 to 19 years old, behind bars. While the sheriff says he's in favor of this plan, he doesn't believe it goes far enough.
Your commitment to this is consistency, consistency, consistency. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, your curfew is in place. To water it down and say, I only want to have it during the months of May, June, July, and August, and I only want it, to do certain things, there's no consistency in that.
Now, Tanner also floated the idea of an island-wide curfew, not just beaches, but parks and other public areas. Well, the committee and gathered council people had many questions of their own about the enforcement, possible penalties, and much more in this current proposed ordinance, but did call this discussion a good first step. In the end, the town and sheriff's office will continue tweaking that plan, but no exact date was set to bring it back to this committee or to the full council.
Two Liberty County school system parents sharing their terrifying experience after their children were placed on the wrong school bus. The students were dropped off at the wrong stop just miles from their home. WSAV's Jillian Coles brings us the details and what district leaders are saying about the mistake.
It was just after school dismissal on Friday when Cheyenne Knowles, mother to two Frank Long Elementary School students, was standing here frantically calling school leaders. Her kids never arrived home on the bus, an experience she calls devastating. According to district leaders, the 6- and 7-year-old had tags on their book bags with transportation information, yet boarded the wrong bus and got off at an unknown spot. After wandering for almost 2 hours, they were found by a complete stranger and later returned to their parents.
Keep a watchful eye on your kids and try your best to make sure you know exactly where they are.
Yeah, maybe keep a little GPS tag in their pocket or their backpack.
District officials say they're conducting a thorough review of their transportation and dismissal procedures after Friday's incident. We've put their full statement on WSAV.com. In Liberty County, I'm Jillian Coles, WSAV News 3 on your side.
And happening right now, a meeting on a controversial development is ongoing at Pooler City Hall. The multi-use project known as the District is once more on the agenda, this time aiming for the final approval of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Now, it's approved the development would sit at the intersection of Pooler Parkway and Pine Barren Road. It's an area that residents say already is too congested. The district would include over 1,000 multifamily homes, 440 hotel rooms, a 100,000 square foot grocery store, an amphitheater, at least one gas station, as well as restaurant spaces. Now, WSAV's Isabella Baez is at tonight's meeting. She's going to bring you full updates later tonight on News 3 at 10 and 11.
We have new developments to tell you about now. This is the investigation of 4 people who were found shot to death in Burke County. Police were called to a home for a welfare check around 9 last night. Inside, they found a man and a woman shot to death. Deputies were later called to a second home and found 2 more women dead. Authorities later tracked down a car they believed was connected to the case. Investigators say after a short chase, the driver, Adolphus Morris, got into a shootout with deputies and was killed. No one else was hurt.
This time, we have notified next of kin of all 4 victims. The investigation into all of these circumstances are ongoing, and we are actually limited as to what we can say about this at this time. We expect more information in the next few days to come.
And we have learned the victims are between the ages of 25 and 45. Authorities are set to hold a press briefing tomorrow, and we will keep you updated on this investigation as information becomes available.